Aloha team. This is not the scene you're used to seeing. Usually I'm in Hawaii, but right now I am in Washington State. It's the end of 2019 and we're approaching 2020. And I've been wanting to do a video like this for a little while. Something simple and short, but helpful to anyone who's just getting started. Sorry for the no makeup and the no frills, but that's just, it's just my life right now. I'm homeschooling my kids here in Washington. We're away for a whole month and a half while my husband is back in Hawaii finishing construction on our house. So life's just a little nutty. But I wanted to take time to do this for you guys. So aloha team, and all those who may be even watching this for the first time and you're brand new, I'm so excited that you're with us, that you're here. I'm trying to keep my phone from not falling down. So why am I doing this training? Number one, I'm doing it for anyone who's just getting started or maybe needs some encouragement. Maybe you've heard our training calls and different things, but sometimes it's nice to hear how we're doing this thing in Happy Coffee from different people. And so maybe I'm just another voice that you get to hear. So I'm not going to go into my story of how I started in the coffee and all of that, but I have been drinking this for almost a year. Coming up January 5th is going to be my anniversary of when I first tried Dose. So that's really exciting. I haven't even quite hit my year yet. But I have been fairly successful in this business so far. I've been slowly, steadily growing my business. So I haven't started off with like this huge team, and I haven't, I didn't know anything. I still know very little, honestly. But this system is so simple. Anyone can do it. I can get my children who are ages 7 to 13 to do this. So if they can do it, I can do it. Trust me, I'm not tech savvy. I am nobody special. I have no special skills. I just simply show up and do the work, and I've grown a pretty great business. If you want to know, as of December right now, I've been platinum for 5 months, maybe 4 months, 5 months. I don't know. I've been platinum for a while and just kind of plateaued there, but that's okay. I'm growing a steady, consistent business. I want something that's going to last for a long time, and I'm willing to be patient in my growth. That's totally okay. So I want to encourage you in that. If you are sitting there and you feel like, oh, I've not even gotten to star yet, or I've been at star for 2 months, or it doesn't matter what level you're at. And honestly, in this company, we don't really make a big deal of ranks. It's more about just getting the product and sharing it out there and helping others do the same. And when you do that, things grow, I think, organically. That's really how this has grown for me, very organically. And honestly, I love the center of it all. So I follow up with my customers because I want to make sure they're having a great experience. I want to make sure that they're okay and doing well, and do they have any questions? So and same with my Eleprenuers, my leaders. You know, I'm not a leader that kind of like will hold your hand and do everything for you. I am here to help you. If with anything you need, I try to point everyone in direction that they need. I'm always available to help in any way possible. But I definitely am. I want to have leaders that feel empowered and really take ownership over their business, because all of us, I own my business, you own your business, my friend over here owns her business. Like, we're all doing our own business. And so it's really up to us to grow our business and learn and grow. And so that's kind of the, I guess, the sort of the team that I'm really wanting to raise up. Because honestly, you guys, I don't know about you, but I don't have hours on end to just manage people. I just don't. I have 4 children. I have a lot going on my plate, which I'm sure many of you do. And that's not what we do here. we really love people and help them right where they're at. And when you reach out to us as leaders, we will help you. But we definitely aren't going to hold your hand and do this for you. And just know that up front. And it's not a bad thing, because honestly, you guys, I have grown so much in the last year. And it wasn't because someone held my hand. It's because I took a hold of my dreams. I took a hold of what this product has done for myself. And I simply just wanted to share it out there with whoever I could, and whoever was willing to listen, whoever is open to it. And so and I've grown so much. I've had to look at outside resources like Ray Higdon. I follow Ray Higdon. I absolutely love him. He's great at helping network marketers do our thing. I call my leaders when I need help. I look at what other leaders in our company are doing and kind of mirror somewhat of what they're doing, and really get on the calls and get plugged in. That's the most valuable thing that I have found, is get plugged into the phone calls, the Zoom calls and the training calls we do. And I'm trying to start our own. I probably won't start those up again until the new year, just because being here in Washington and then driving and being in Idaho, and it's just too crazy. I can't do it. I got to be home. So anyways, all that to say, if you're still listening, is that I wanted to share these really simple steps. And if you follow these simple steps, you guys, you can do this business. And like I said, I didn't know what I was doing when I first started. And I had the best success when I first started. Those first 4 months were like, I just rocket shipped through, and I had no idea what I was doing. No clue. But these steps help, okay? So step number 1, this is going to blow your mind. Drink coffee and be happy. Or you can drink our cocoa, or you can drink our happy lemonade and be happy. You guys are already doing that. So I'm pretty confident you've got that step. So that's step number 1. Step number 2 is share your story. But don't be weird. Chris Schrader always says, don't be a weirdo. But it's true. You don't have to get all sciencey. You don't have to get technical. You just share your simple story. And it doesn't have to be like this life-changing story that you went from, 280 pounds to 180 pounds, or, you don't have to do, some people have really crazy radical stories like fibromyalgia and they don't have pain anymore. You know what? My story to start with was just the fact that I was patient with my children like I hadn't been in a long time. My mental clarity was like on point. I wasn't taking naps anymore, and I had energy all day. Now, that isn't like super like dramatic, but it was life-changing for me. And even if you just have one thing that was life-changing for you, share that about what this product has done for you and be excited about it. Oh my gosh, Liz, did you hear about or you've got to hear about this happy coffee that I've been drinking. It has blown my world in the best way possible. I used to take a nap every single day, and now I have energy all day long on one single cup of coffee. You've got to hear about it. And, something like that. Super easy, you guys. You don't have to overthink it. I think a lot of people get stuck because they're overthinking. And I had to I've been in businesses where you had to like so much science. And I was thrilled to learn that all I had to do was drink coffee, be happy, and share this news about, hey, there's a coffee that has benefits to it that you will not get from your Starbucks coffee or your grocery store coffee or your Keurig. You've got to try this coffee, okay? And that's it. Nobody ever asks me hardly anything about it. Once I share my story, they're like, oh, either they're super interested or they're like, it's not really for me, And then you just kind of let it go. If they're not interested, I always say a no is not right now. Because let me tell you how many people I've already experienced that said no in the beginning, and now 6 months, 9 months later, I'm still consistently sharing, and they're seeing that, and they're seeing my results. And now they're coming back and saying, oh, wait a minute, I think I want to try that coffee. So you just never know, you guys. Don't ever get discouraged with no's. I just say no is a no right now and move on, okay? Don't get attached to the what do you call it? The results. Let the results go, and our job is simply to just make an awareness for people to know about this amazingness, okay? Okay, so still on number 2, sorry, so share your story. Also, you can introduce it several ways, depending on who you're talking to. You can say, have you heard of the happy coffee everyone's talking about? Or you can open up a question by, do you drink coffee? Do you know anyone who wants to be happy? Do you know anyone who drinks coffee? I don't know, something like that to get the conversation rolling with someone, you know, but somehow segue into being able to share your story. So that's step number 2, is share your story and introduce it to someone, right? Step number 3, this is so powerful. Share a tool. Now, a tool can be many different things. It can be our Happy Coffee Hawaii page. Another really awesome customer page is our Tony Garcia, who's our leader in our upline. She's amazing, you guys. If you don't know her yet, you will soon. Happy Coffee Chat and More. That's another testimonial group, but I like plugging us into our Happy Coffee Hawaii group just because that's just our group, and you can post your testimony in there. You can share stories in there. You can post cute memes. That's how you say it, right? So please interact in there. You can do a live in there. That's a page for you guys to be able to interact with, share, put your people in there, tag them, welcome them to the group. Please interact in that group. It's an awesome resource, you guys. And the more we post, it's not just me posting, but the more people are posting in there, the more it just legitimizes what we're doing. So please don't be shy. It's not my group, it's our group, okay? It's our group. And always put, if you post, please get back to your Happy Coffee sponsor or your Happy Coffee friend or the person who added you into this group, because we always want to make sure that our friends find us, whoever it is that we added them in there, okay? We want to make sure that the right people get connected to the right people. We don't want to steal each other's customers. That would not be good. All right, so plug them into a tool. So that our Happy Coffee Hawaii group. Another really awesome tool is ahappydose.com. That's not connected to anyone, but it has a wonderful testimonial in there, plus a little video about the product. So great resource if you need something. Also, you have videos in your app. If you have your Ella app, download that. Make sure you have it on you. You can share those videos in there about our products or even the business opportunity. You can text it right to people, email it, social media it. It's very easy. If you don't know how to use it, go to our back office and there's a tutorial on how to use it. Also, let's see. I'm looking at my notes. Okay, that's pretty much it. That's plug them into a tool. Number 4, so this is step number 4, is pass the ball. Now this is where you connect your person, whether it's a customer or a potential customer, maybe a business prospect, or maybe a current business. Business. Somebody who's doing the business with you. I don't know. I'm blanking on the word. Anyways, you know what I'm talking about. Somebody doing the business with you. This is where you pass it on to someone else. So you can do this through a group message, a group chat. You can do this over the phone with a 3-way call. This could be a Zoom conference call. This could be any one of those things, even a training call you could get someone plugged into. But this lets somebody know that you're talking to, that there's a whole nother community out there, that it's not just you or me that's doing this, but that there's a whole nother group of people that are finding results, that are having amazing testimonials, who are being successful in the business or having success with the products. But it really helps us, as Chris Shweta says, if you're playing basketball and you want to and you have Michael Jordan or something in your team, and you don't know how to, you're not an expert, you dribble the ball down, you're going to pass it to Michael Jordan so he can make the goal for you. What do you call it? The basket? I don't know. But you know what I'm talking about. So it's a way to make you not be the expert and someone else be the expert for you. And honestly, I'm not that good at it. I'll just be honest. I'm not that good at it, but I'm getting better. And I'm not one to do a lot of phone calls, and a lot of, I just don't have a lot of extra time, and not to make that an excuse, but I know that I'm not making the best use of my resources if I'm not passing the ball. So I'm doing a lot more of that, especially three-way chats. I like three-way chats, you guys, because it allows people to have space to not have to answer right away. So a lot of times I use the three-way chats on Facebook. It's just a really great way to do it. And, you can be up at 12 o'clock at night and be able to send out a message. And then, when at their convenience, they can answer, whether it's your sponsor that you're connecting someone to, or a leader or something like that. So anyways, that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's all I had for my notes. There is a really great getting started guide in the back of our back office. It's called the Social Media Getting Started Guide. I highly recommend you guys going in and looking at that document, printing it off if you want, because that just shares a little more about how we do curiosity posts on social media, how we kind of do attraction marketing, because we don't want to just slap our product all over Facebook and then people will Google it and buy it on Amazon, which is illegal, by the way. People are not supposed to be doing that, but people do anyways. And we just don't want to. We want to pique curiosity, but enough that they will reach out to us and say, wait, what are you talking about? What are you doing? And I think that's what the most powerful posts have ever been for me is, I would say something like, I can't believe changing my cup of coffee, what changing my cup of coffee has done for my day. And just leave it at that. And then people will be like, wait, what is she talking about? What coffee? What is she, And so people will start to comment, and then you go into private messages. You say, in the comments, you can say something like, I'll get back. I'm gonna message you. And then you message them privately and you say, hey, and I usually include a little snippet of my story and then a link to ahappydose.com. And then I'll say, if you have more questions or you want to get started, I can send you order information. And then I'll when they comment back, I'll send them the 3 different ways to order. And the 3 different ways to order, I usually say, is you can be a retail customer, and I'll list the price for Dose. And then I'll say you can also get a 10% discount if you add it to Smart Ship. And then I'll put the price for Dose there. And then I'll say, or you can join our membership for $49 and you get 20% off your product, and I'll put the price list like that. So if you want more details about how I do that, let me know. But I hope this was helpful. This is really fun. This is the most fun company and business I've ever been a part of. It's not easy because you have to consistently work and be intentional with follow-up and reaching out to people and all of that. But it is, for the amount of work that I do, the payoff is far more than I ever would have expected. I'm making great part-time income right now, and I'm excited for the future. This company is very well structured. We've gone through a lot of growth, and the product is phenomenal. And it's like the best combination of all things. And I just look at this like this is going to be the job that I'm going to be doing the rest of my life. I really believe it. I'm not going to ever stop taking this product. I feel fantastic. I sleep better, I function better, I'm me. I'm the best version of me, and I love it. And I love sharing it with people, and I can't get enough of the stories and testimonials that I get for sharing, and how my lives have changed just in the short time that I've been doing this, really. And it's not easy in the fact that you have to really decide, I'm going to take 45 minutes a day, which is not that much time, really. maybe an hour. You don't have to do it all at once. You can break it up throughout the day. But if I can do that every day for about an hour or so, it's amazing what I can accomplish. And it's not hard tasks, but it does take a lot of self-discipline and creativity and plugging in and consistency and really choosing your future over other things. Because there's a lot of times where I can choose to not put this first. Not that I put it first necessarily, but I do put priority in. I put my business priority, not above my kids or my husband, but I keep it really high priority. Like I get on the calls and I get plugged in and I intentionally will connect, because if I don't, it's real easy to just kind of like, rah, 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 and then I just stay, static and nothing happens. And I'm not willing to do that, because I want my husband to come home and not have to work a 9-to-5 job anymore. I want I want to be able to homeschool my children with flexibility, with freedom, and to be able to travel, you guys. That's my goal, is to really travel with our family while our kids are young, while they're all in our home, under our roof. I want to be able to show them the world. I want to experience the world with my children. And so that is my drive and my goal to make this work. And it's so fun and so rewarding. And honestly, the next best part of it not only is to see my family finding freedom, is to see you guys find freedom. It is the most exciting thing when I get a text message or something of, oh my gosh, I can't believe how much my check was, or I can't believe that I paid off this bill, or like, that's the most exciting thing, because I know how I feel when I have been successful and when I see the fruits of my labor come to fruition. And then to hear other people's journeys, it just makes me so excited. And it's not because of what I'm doing, it's because of what you're doing, and you're making your dreams come true. And I just think that's like the best part of this whole business, and I love it. And everyone celebrates each other's victories in this company. Like, we celebrate when you reach star. That's phenomenal. That's a huge victory. We celebrate sidelines victories. Like people who aren't even connected to us in the business. We cheer each other on, because when we're all doing this thing together, no matter how you're connected to each other in the company, it raises up the whole company. You know what I mean? And that's such a fun thing. And I've never been a part of an organization that was so unified and so full of camaraderie and rejoicing. And I just think that's amazing. I've done other companies, I've done other network marketing things, and a lot of it's like this team competing against this team and, egos. And I'm like, you do not find egos in this company at all. I love it, because I'm not an ego-driven person. And I honestly kind of get offended by that a lot, like people's egos that are so elevated that you're like, get a grip, please, and we don't see that here. So anyways, I could go on and on and on. I hope this was helpful. The biggest takeaway I think you guys should walk away from when you're, just hearing my heart, is that to plug into the community, plug into the training calls, because they're so valuable. And be consistent. Reach out to your sponsor and your upline, whoever they are. They don't even have to be me. We have amazing leaders that are above me and beside me, and anyone's willing to help. Because if you don't connect with me, or maybe you don't connect with your sponsor, that's okay. There's other leaders that you may connect better with, and that's totally fine. We will not be offended by it. We just want to see you reach your goals. That's my heart. And I know that's the heart of all of our leaders, is that they just want to see you achieve your dreams. The other thing is, keep it simple. Don't overthink it. Don't get stuck. If you find yourself overthinking, then you just step back. Take a break. Step back, take a break, take a deep breath. And you just want to keep it simple and fun. If you're not having fun, reevaluate, find a new way. But this simple system, it works. It really does. It really works. We find that sharing your story is so powerful. Facts tell, and that's okay. But really, when you share a story, that's really what gets people, what gets people connected to you, is the reality of your story and what it's done for you and maybe other people. Yeah, I haven't had, maybe a few people will ask me for the ingredients and then I'll send them the ingredients list, but that rarely happens. Most people just get raptured by the story or the stories, and then they're like, okay, you know what? I'm going to give this a shot. I'm going to give this a try. So that's what got me. That's what got me involved. So aloha, and I hope you're having a fantastic December, or maybe you're watching this after December, but welcome to the most exciting thing that I think you'll ever be a part of. We're really excited that you're here, and I'll talk to you soon. Aloha.